Hello, welcome to a wintry day in Texas. This footage looks terrible. Hi. Last time I was here, there was a front feeble happening over there using the body of mine, trying to attempt to land this trick, but it didn't happen. Why didn't it happen, you may ask? I have no idea, because the suck factor was high that day. Wow, it's pretty much the flat bar that you would look at and immediately think a front feeble pop out for someone like me who likes to do front feeble pop outs, but I couldn't land it because streets in the flat rail of these streets, there you go. Street flat rails are so much more complex than regular flat rails because they're a little wider, they're a little scarier. If they don't end, you have this fear of landing on the rail, which is a pretty realistic fear. And this footage looks fantastic. So bright, what the fuck? I have been craving to skateboard today, so without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it and get a session on this bar. Try to do a lot of tricks. That's the goal. Put on my headphones, zone out in the world, and just cruise. My board is that far away. Literally, what do I do? Try to use my tripod. Okay, I'm literally like 3 feet away from it. Oh my God. All right, here's the hilariousness. I ran all the way around this gate, so it'll block that way, just to run all the way back with in mind that I had run all the way back to get back out. So here's my board. I'm gonna throw it back under. Yay! Just to realize that right next to this gate is this opening right here. Oh wait, there's a big wall. Okay, so I'm not as stupid as I thought it was. I do have to walk all the way back around, which is fantastic. This is enough to prevent that from happening again. It luckily can't make it through this little, oh, maybe it can. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, it's time to do this. I'm having a lot of fun, but obviously I'm not skating it the way that I would normally skate a flat bar because there is no ending to it. Usually with like a lip slide or a board slide, you can just go off the end and it's casual. But when you're board sliding on a rail, to get your wheels back out, you have to like defy some sort of physics. When you do an ollie, you pop your tail and using the force of the nose going up in the air, you slide your front foot forward, and that momentum of sliding it forward and hitting the nose is what makes the tail go up in the air. So really, on an ollie, you're just hitting the tail hard, hitting the nose hard, and it's bouncing the tail up. So how do you do that here? Well, you can kind of jig it to where when you're in it like this, you can kind of push your board really fast this way, hit the nose this way, and it does go up in the air just a little bit. So it's like that. It'll go up like an inch. And in that motion, you can get your truck off of the rail. I know it sounds confusing, probably not something anyone really cares about, but that's the way you do it. You have to use this force to do a miniature ollie to get off. It's very confusing, and that's why a lot of people don't do it. I have to do that, but go in the other direction. So the trick we're battling now is the front feeble, where I basically have my back truck on while my front truck dangles over the right side. I'm going to grind this way and then put a lot of pressure on my back toes to pop the board back out. but that pressure on the toes is the confusing part, and it's scary because you're really vulnerable. Once you have all the weight over the rail on your toes, if you fall either direction, you're falling on the rail. That's the scary part. So I have to just, you know, make sure my practice has worked to do this. But I'm gonna try it, every try, let's go. I'm leaning too far this direction. I need to go over it more. It just happened. I don't know how it worked out so well. Oh my God. That was so insanely lucky, and I honestly love the way that the GoPro angle turned out. I feel like it was so cool looking to see my board do that, but yeah, it just worked out. I mean, it was like one of those things where I landed so quickly that I was like, well, I should do another one, right? I can land it a little bit cleaner. But it's like, well, why bother? I mean, I spent like a whole like hour or like 30 minutes one day on it, and I just couldn't get anywhere close. I ended up slamming pretty hard. And then I was like, well, this sucks. I just can't figure it out. And today it just happened. Like the first time I was in it even slightly decent, my toes did what they needed to do, which is very rare. That felt awesome. It almost felt easier on like a bigger, rounder rail. So I don't know, I'm stoked. What do I do now? Maybe I can try a couple more tricks. Maybe there's like a few more things that I'm like, yeah, let's, you know, come on. And that, my friends, is the end of the session. Not gonna lie, I get so super inspired at this time of the year where the leaves are falling a bit and the weather is a bit cooler to skate more. And right now I'm trying to do more skating, of course, during the week. For those on Instagram, I have this new hashtag, ProgressDaily2022, where pretty much every day so far, it's only been 3 days, I've been posting accomplishments. So any new accomplishment, like, you know, creating a new drawing or doing a new trick like this front feeble, I will post on the Instagram and say ProgressDaily2022. Here's my new accomplishment today. I'm really excited. And it's going to be a community for us to just share our accomplishments and give ourselves a little, like, you know, accountability. So accountability incentive to try to accomplish new things. So on the Instagram, if you want to follow that, there's already people posting on it and being like, today I drew this, today I accomplished this. And I feel like it's just a really fun way for us to try to like stay on top of it this year, because 2022, obviously every year people get excited and they want to do a lot of new things and be better versions of themselves. But to me, I have been really, really excited about the idea of just doing the thing immediately in front of me well, and that I feel like leads to the bigger things. Your subconscious always knows what it wants. So those little things in the day, the next day you're like, oh, it'd be really fun to draw a bush for some reason. Maybe that's not your dream in life, is to be someone who accomplishes a drawing of a bush, but once you accomplish it, you're like, wow, now I know how to draw leaves. Maybe I can draw a tree. Maybe I can draw a background. Maybe I become a background designer. And then your subconscious will allow all those things to kind of come into fruition as long as you tackle the thing immediately in front of you with full strength. And that's what I'm excited about. So if you want to jump on the hashtag, jump on the Instagram and see what's going on, that's what's happening. Progress Daily. It's a lot of yeah, it's consistent. And also, you know, whatever other links in the description down below if you want to follow. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you next week. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week, but I'll at least give you 1 video a week for sure every Tuesday, and then potentially Thursday as well if I'm feeling it. So thank you so much. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.